Yeah, so how did I get to the club at the point of becoming semi-professional? So by this time, I registered the club to go and play in the Middlesex County Football League, which is basically like an amateur Saturday football club. And we started getting a lot of media attention because what I used to do is, like I said, I'll get all the local youths to go and volunteer, and we might go and help out to clean the cemetery. We might go and help out in the local park, go to the elderly people's homes, feed the homeless. So all these things that I got the players to go and do was giving us a lot of publicity. So then we started getting sponsorship, and then news people want to come out and find out that, raw, I did my man come out of jail and he's already got a local team of young people doing all this work and all that. So they started paying a bit of interest, and when I started doing more things with yous in regards to workshops on knife crime, and because I always I got about 4 or 5 different workshops that I've set up, and more of them talk about peer pressure, how peer pressure is the main thing that pushes kids into a certain lifestyle. Because your parent, I'm sure, like I always say, none of your parents teach you wrong. None of your parents tell you to steal. None of your parents tell you to rob, to kill, to whatever it is. How do you learn these behaviors? Through the associations you have more times as well. So that's one of the things which we were doing. And then I started getting into prisons. And through the back of that, my probation officer started realizing that, my man is making a change, So she gradually started being more lenient on me in terms of my restrictions and so on. And then from the back of that, from the back of that, we're building momentum. Everyone knows us. So as I'm working with doing things about anti-knife crime, like whenever those things that will come on, they want to come and speak to me. So the news channel might want to come and say, "Oh, what initiatives you guys are working with?" So they'll come and visit Hackney Wick. And then we had launched our first match against Football Beyond Borders. Shout them out as well. They do massive work in South London. And we had a match against them. And yeah, so the team started. The first year was a struggle, like, because everyone told you the Ronaldinho, everyone told you the Ronaldo, so you just pick any player really. So we didn't have the best players, but gradually we started improving. So I had a long-term plan, but then I contacted a local semi-pro team called London Bari, which is run by a guy called Tony. And Bari, if anyone don't know, is a place in Italy. So I spoke to him and said, look, we got all this momentum. We got all this momentum coming with Hackney Football Club. Like, we're getting a fan base now. We're getting the media attention. We're getting all these things that people are aware of. Bari's a place in Italy. You ain't gonna get people coming to support you. The Bar of Hackney hasn't got its own club. I've started this whole team here. There's a movement going. Why don't we combine and join forces, and you guys adopt the name Hackney Football Club, and we become joint owners? And it took a while for him to sort of see the angle I was going with, and in the end, he's like, yeah, I accept that. So now we became joint owners of the football club. And so we play in we were in the ninth tier of British football. We're in the ninth tier. That means if we're to win the league 9 times, we'll be in the Premiership, for example. But you need so much more money than that. But now we're in the 10th tier because we got relegated that year. We finished 6th the year before. And this season just we struggled in the league because I got rid of the manager. Because for me, he weren't giving young players a chance. And my main thing was that I'm trying to... Because there's no point having... Yes, we've got ambitions, right? But there's no point having 29, 30-year-olds, 26-year-olds, 28-year-olds. You need them as well sometimes. But the majority of the team for me had to be youth. Because my whole point is, you know what, let me give these youths a platform in Hackney to get off the streets by giving them a semi-professional football club for them to get spotted. We had about 4 or 5 kids who have been spotted and gone on to bigger clubs. We've got a kid who's at... a kid who went to Tottenham. We've got a girl who went to Tottenham as well. So we've got a girls team as well, we've got a boys team all together. We've got about 18 teams. Under 18s won the EGA last year, which is one of the biggest league in the whole of the south east of England. And we've got so many scouts that come for our players. So we struggled this season in the league, but we reached our first ever semi-finals. And then Nike reached out and said, look, we love what you guys are doing. They want to collab with us. And so hay fever started, man. Yeah, so Nike reached out and they came over from the US and made this whole campaign around us and created these new amazing kits which sold out worldwide. We've had so much collaboration, so many different sponsorship. We've got funding as well that helps us keep going, and it's allowed me to sort of make a living from running my own football club. And through the back of that, I do my annual celebrity football matches. I go into prisons, so I go into prisons and do matches against inmates and do workshops over there as well. I do work with we've got a youth centre that we work with. We've got Pedro Youth Club is a youth centre, so I paid for music studio. So it's got a music studio in there that the kids can come and make their beats, make their we've got an in-house producer so they can make their beats, record their music. I'm actually filming a series, The Life I Live, right now as well, so that's being filmed right now. So all of this has sort of helped put Hackney Wick on a pedestal, and it's helped us push us. But even how I originally got the funding, remember I told you the bagel shop. So with the bagel shop, it's closing down, and the property developers, were going to buy it. So what I done, I reached out to the CEO of the property developers. There's a man called Henry Smith, a nice guy, very nice guy. And I told them, look, you guys are about to buy this bagel shop, so this bagel factory, and to make it into homes. I actually come out of prison not too long ago, and I work there, and I'm using it to fund the football club. And he's like, you know what? Don't worry about working there no more. I'm just gonna pay you. So for the first year, he just paid me on a minimal salary to just run my football club. He's like, yeah, just go run your football club. Like, don't worry about it. And then in the end, I guess they started seeing all the media attention I was getting, because I'm good at marketing, right? So through the marketing, we'll get on CNN, we'll get on BT Sports, we'll get on ITV, whatever it is, we'll get on. So they're like, you know what, this guy's good at what he's doing. So I helped them form a charity which is called the Wick's charity, which is off our nickname Hackney Wick Football Club. So they put me on a 28k a year salary. So imagine coming out of prison and now I'm on £28,000 a year working legitimately. That was nuts. And I keep saying, more time, just be honest with people. Like, you know what? I hold my hands up. I went to jail, but I'm trying to do this. And they're going to trust you straight away. But over time, you have to build up that character to think, you know what? He's changing. And in the end, my probation officer loved me. And then I'll go into jails and, what do you call it? They've got my photos from in jail across the UK. My photos in jail, telling people, right, this guy come out of jail and changed his life around. But in the end, I left H Group, the company, so the Wick's charity, because I guess our visions weren't aligned in regards to what I wanted to do. So I always say one thing: it's all about ownership, not having to rely on other people, because we could have stayed at the Wick's charity and relied on them as sort of the sugar daddy to sort of like, yeah, here, we'll fund you. But we thought, no, let's go out on our own. So remember I told you guys the Clamper snaked me one of the videos. So he's actually one of my business partners as well. So he owns part of the club as well. So he's one of the person that stayed loyal to me when I was in prison as well. So when I came out and I said, look, I want to start a football team, he's like, don't worry, I'll pay for it. So he paid for a few certain things when I had nothing when I first come out of jail. So for me, loyalty means a lot. So I was like, you know what, Paul, once this club's popping, I'm going to make him part ownership of the club as well. So Brian owns the club with me and Tony. So yeah, we're in the same professional football team. We've got a men's team, we've got a women's team, we've got an academy. And this is the best part of it. I'm starting a football college. So if you're in year 11, you just finished your GCSEs and you're thinking about college in September, we have a sports college that's opening, the Hackney Wick FC Sports College, where you'll be doing BTEC level 1, BTEC level 2, and BTEC level 3. Yeah, so that's the equivalent of A levels, and we've got access to pathways for you to go into the first team of Hackney Wick Football Club or the under 18s academy, and also into university as well. And we get you to get your FA level 1 coaches. And so it's not always about playing football, it's also about a career in sports as well. So if you are interested, if you're in year 11, we now got our own football college. We'll start this September. It's a full-time education course. You'll be training every single day. You'll train every single day in football. You would playing matches on a Wednesday, while at the same time you'll be doing your education throughout. So if you're interested, do get in touch. Go to Hackney Wick FC to Instagram, give it a follow, and look out for any trial dates that we have. And yeah, and that's how I became a owner of a semi-professional football club. Besides that, there's quite a few other things I do as well. So I got a show. It's called Speed Daters. So for me, black women are never really showcased on TV that much, on British TV. So I wanted to showcase a show just for them, basically. So basically it's a dating show where black women go in search of finding love. So if you're ever interested in watching it, it's called Speed Daters UK. It's got its own YouTube channel. Watch that. A lot of people are saying I should start a channel for Hackney Wick Football Club. I have. If you go to Hackney Wick FC All Stars on YouTube, we're trying to build it up, so give it a follow. Shout out SE Duns and Beatties. They've been doing that formula for ages. I just not had time properly to go and do it. But this season we got a videographer who wants to do everything for us on our behalf. So watch out for that as well. There's a few videos on there already. So go and check that out. And of course the Life I Live series that's coming out as well. And yeah, man, and also the Taba. So much going on, man. But guys, I appreciate all you guys who watch. And like I said, go out, motivate yourself, man. Go and do things. Like, the world is your oyster. You have a lot of doubters. But it's up to you to prove them wrong and keep going.